Good Wednesday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to what's making news, let's head outside and take a look outside our weather window from this afternoon. And as we take a look down at the Wenatchee Valley, beautiful shot with all the shadows and the snow cover, of course. Just make for some beautiful shots all around our area. We have seen some steady cloud cover and increase in clouds today. There is a weak storm system that'll move through tonight. And then as we get into the end of the week, I think we'll have a little bit better chance for just light snow here in the valley locations, about an inch or so. Of course, a little bit more snow in the mountainous areas, but that'll be on Friday for us here in the Wenatchee Valley. And after that, our weekend looks beautiful. We'll have all your weather details coming up a little bit later on in the newscast. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. Chelan County has opened a special emergency operations center to help cope with the COVID-19 Omicron wave. The city of East Wenatchee will pay $20,000 for its part in the cleanup of homeless encampments along the Loop Trail and Douglas County shoreline. And a Methow Valley native who recently resigned as judge in Okanogan County's district court will now preside over its superior court. But first, our top story tonight. 2 East Wenatchee firefighters faced discipline and subsequently resigned after submitting false vaccination cards for COVID-19. Documents disclosed this week by Douglas County Fire District 2 Captain Seth Ellis and firefighter Josh Bollinger were suspended in October after admitting they had provided forged proof of vaccination to their supervisors. Both were scheduled for disciplinary hearings on charges of fraud and unprofessional conduct, but instead the 2 men resigned from the fire district October 27th. Both men allegedly obtained those cards from a pharmacist at the East Wenatchee Walgreens, who has since been fired on suspicion of providing cards without administering a COVID shot. Under Governor Jay Inslee's health mandates, all Washington firefighters were required to be fully vaccinated against the coronavirus by October 18th to continue their duties. Chelan County has opened a special emergency operations center to help cope with the COVID-19 Omicron wave. It's housed at Wenatchee Valley College, where the county paid about $1.2 million to set up the space for future emergencies during recent campus renovations. The center was activated January 18th as COVID cases surged in the county. EOC Director Stephen Rinaldi says the center will likely operate into late February, monitoring the effects of the Omicron surge on critical infrastructure in both Chelan and Douglas counties and planning for possible scenarios. In less stressful times, Rinaldi serves as Chelan County's fire marshal. Well, the city of East Wenatchee will pay $20,000 for its part in the cleanup of homeless encampments along the Loop Trail and Douglas County shoreline. In 2020, about 73 active and 27 inactive camps were removed in the East Wenatchee area under an interlocal agreement, partly funded with a $45,000 grant and at no cost to the city. The city's contribution this year will help continue the project. The agreement specifies encampments that create hazard, host criminal activity, and generate excess garbage or other health hazards will be prioritized for removal. A Methow Valley native who recently resigned as judge in Okanogan County District Court will now preside over its Superior Court. 36-year-old Governor Jay Inslee announced this morning that he's appointed 36-year-old Robert Grimm to the Superior Court seat to replace retiring Judge Christopher Culp, who will leave the bench at the end of March after 35 years. Grimm served as a district court judge from his appointment in 2015 by Okanogan County Commissioners until late last year when he resigned to go into private law practice. Inslee said he appointed Grimm to the higher court in part because of his Okanogan County roots and his sound judicial temperament. Coming up next, a detachment of U.S. Marines is in Moses Lake this week for Operation Winter Fury 2022. The Wenatchee-based Washington Apple Education Foundation has hired someone with deep roots in the tree fruit industry as its new executive director. And the Chelan County Sheriff's Office will spend about $37,000 this year to buy a new utility task vehicle. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Yes, it's me. It's my husband. I think there's something the matter with him.
It was a feeling that I'll never forget, like being able to meet them and know that he survived.
Okay, tell me what's happening. Is he conscious?
No, he's not. He's not.
Okay, take a deep breath for me. I'm getting you help.
Rivercom means to me that I still have my husband here with me. They're the ones that guided me through saving his life.
Different birds enjoy different types of foods, so it's important to offer all the right things for the birds you want to attract. Sound complicated? It doesn't have to be. Our Flying Start Combo is an all-in-one feeder that attracts all the birds in your backyard, with seed, suet, nuts, and fruit. Stop by our store to find out how you can get started feeding the birds. Wild Birds Unlimited. We bring people and nature together.
Hey everyone, Fletcher and Amy Ellingson here from Live It Up. Join us every week as we answer your questions on health, wealth, and relationships.
We're all about you creating a life that you love, so tune in to Live It Up.
Are you wanting high-speed internet but don't have access to PUD fiber? Try Sky-Fi high-speed wireless internet from LocalTel. Call 888-8888 today.
Welcome back. In another news, a detachment of U.S. Marines is in Moses Lake this week for Operation Winter Fury 22. Staging out of the Grant County International Airport, the 3rd Marine Aircraft Wing out of Southern California is practicing long-range simulated airstrikes at targets in California using F-35 Lightning II and FA Hornet fighters. In addition, a company of Marines and 3 Osprey helicopters are operating as security at the simulated base in Moses Lake. The exercise will continue through Thursday. The Wenatchee-based Washington Apple Education Foundation has hired someone with deep roots in the tree fruit industry as its new executive director. Dr. Fabiola Barbosa comes to the charitable foundation after 18 years with the Washington State Community and Technical Colleges system. She was born in Mexico and came to the U.S. at age 2, growing up in the farm working industry in Orondo. She replaces Jennifer Weatherby, who served in the position for 20 years. The Chelan County Sheriff's Office will spend about $37,000 this year to buy a new utility task vehicle, or UTV, to aid its search and rescue efforts in the rugged backcountry. Sheriff Brian Burnett told Chelan County commissioners on Tuesday the purchase will be reimbursed through a federal grant from the U.S. Forest Service.
The search and rescue incidents obviously show the need for priority for us to purchase this 6-place UTV and trailer, which was purchase price at $37,322, which is going to be reimbursed through the Title III grant. One of the big challenges we're going to have this year is to get this invoiced and actually find it to be manufactured and delivered before the end of 2022. That's a big challenge right now for this type of product.
Construction is expected to begin in spring of 2023 on a $2.8 million roundabout outside Quincy. The project at the intersection of White Trail Road and Highway 28 is expected to be completed in the fall of 2023. The Washington State Department of Transportation said there's been long traffic safety issues at that intersection with numerous accidents and close calls, and I'm sure we can all relate to that. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's features story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
Introducing Alpine Airman. Because every home needs a superhero to eliminate poor indoor air quality, send inefficient operating equipment packing, and cut high energy bills down to size. For heating or cooling and equipment replacement, turn to the experts and the superheroes at Carrier and Alpine Air. We offer the best deals on high-efficiency Carrier products, along with friendly, knowledgeable service and incredible savings to fit your budget.
Raising a family may have seemed overwhelming to your parents, but they weren't. Coach, teacher, life guide, caregiver. Family takes care of family. And as the circle of life continues, you now are their caregiver. It may seem overwhelming, but we're here to help you find the support services necessary so you can provide quality care to your elders.
Call Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington at 1-800-572-4459.
In a world afraid of technology, one man, one show will bring you the newest innovations that may just change your life. This summer, Ray McNeil and your Weekly Tech Update is your Weekly Tech Update with Ray McNeil.
Connect with us on Networked as we introduce you to the people and organizations who are leading innovation in the region. Get inspired, engaged, and networked right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Get the fastest internet available in North Central Washington by switching to LocalTel and get speeds up to 1,000 meg. Call 888-8888 today or go online to localtel.net.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. In tonight's feature story, with COVID-19 home testing kits being widely distributed by the federal government as well as the state of Washington and others, Confluence Health has produced a video featuring Wenatchee Dr. Mabel Bodell showing people how to properly take those tests.
Hello, this is Dr. Mabel Bodell from Confluence Health. Testing is very important to stop the spread of COVID-19. If you have symptoms of COVID-19, you should isolate and get tested as soon as you can at a public health site, or you can use a self-testing kit at home. Test kits may be slightly different between brands, but they're all similar. Read the instructions on your kit. Take out all the test materials. Most kits have a card, a swab, and a liquid. Remove the swab from the package. Be careful not to touch the tip. Insert the entire tip of the swab 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch into each nostril. Brush against the inside of the nostril at least 5 times. Do the same thing in the other nostril. Brush both nostrils with the same swab. In this kit, we insert the swab into the tube of liquid and stir at least 15 times. Then we squeeze the sides of the tube to get as much liquid as possible out of the swab. We put the swab back into the package, and now you can throw the swab away. Now open the small cap on top of the tube and add 3 drops of the sample to the sample port of the COVID-19 test card. The card has to lay on a flat surface. Wait at least 15 minutes, but no more than 30 minutes. The card will always have one line that appears, the C line. If there is only one line that appears, this is a negative result. If there are 2 lines that appear, that's a positive result. Maybe very faint, but still positive. A positive result means that you have viral antigens of COVID-19 and they were detected, and you are positive for COVID-19.
Time to take a look now at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a great Groundhog Day. Yes, Groundhog Day 2022, and it was a cloudy one, mainly across North Central Washington today. We thought it would be even a little bit cooler than it was. Still plenty chilly out there, but not bad as we take a look from Jump Off Ridge down at the Wenatchee Valley. Right here is Wenatchee Heights and our cross camera that we use quite often, but you can see that mid and high level cloudiness throughout our area today, and that did keep our temperatures down along with the northwesterly flow. Unofficially today, 28 degrees our high temperature, and that is 9 degrees below where we should be at 37 degrees, 52 Boy, doesn't that sound nice right now? It was our record high set back in 2005. 19, our overnight low. 26 is normal. And our record, 1996, it was 7 degrees below zero. We haven't picked up any new precipitation in quite a few days now, so we're still sitting at 1.18 inches, and that's since January 1st. Snowfall to date, we all know when that happened. January 6th, we picked up 24 inches, so we're at 42.8 inches for the season. Sunrise this morning, 7:25, and the sun set this afternoon at 5:04. Let's take a look now at what we can expect as we get you into our Thursday, and tomorrow will be the beginning of a bit of a warming trend. It's not going to show up a lot in the temperatures tomorrow, but it will be a little bit warmer. The freezing mark in Moses Lake and Ephrata, 31 for Quincy, 30 degrees. The high temperature in Wenatchee, 28 down in Ellensburg, and then a whole lot of 20s all the way from Kashmir all the way up into the Omak area. As we take a look at our surface loop, beginning with tonight, mostly cloudy skies, a very weak weather system. High pressure, by the way, is still controlling our weather, but there is an area of low pressure that'll slide across southern Canada, and that could drag some snow showers our way. About a 20% chance of some very light snow tonight. Thursday, a little bit foggy to start the day, and then mostly cloudy skies tomorrow. We will see a bit warmer temperatures. For us, high temperatures about 30 to 32 degrees as we get you into the end of our work week. Big high pressure once again, but there's our area of low, and it could still throw waves of moisture back at us, so we'll have about a 30% chance for snow showers on Friday. We're warming up, though, mid to upper 30s, and by the time we get into the weekend, high pressure firmly in control. Here's our ridge up and over the Pacific Northwest. We will see warmer weather with high temperatures near 40 all across north central Washington. Sunday will be nice, too. Partly cloudy skies and mild. Hardly a cloud all over the western U.S. with highs again mainly in the upper 30s for Sunday, and then more warmer weather. Look at our high pressure off the coast, and it's bringing all of this mild Pacific air into Washington state. We're talking highs on Monday in the low 40s, and Tuesday maybe even a touch warmer. Partly cloudy skies and mild as high pressure remains anchored off the Pacific coast. High temperatures on Tuesday again into the lower 40s. Let's take a look now at that 7-day forecast. Tonight we'll drop down to 19 degrees, so just like it felt this morning, we're going to see that again overnight. 30 for our high tomorrow, cloudy skies, a bit of some snow on Friday, not a lot of it, a 30% chance. 35 our high temperature, mostly sunny and partly cloudy as we get into the weekend then. Won't that be nice? 40 for your high temperature Saturday, 38 your high on Sunday, and then by Monday and Tuesday, a mix of clouds and sun and unseasonably warm with high temperatures then in the lower 40s. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
I'm John Divis from Wenatchee Dental Arts, and I like to think myself as a comprehensive dentist. We are an office that treats people comprehensively for their dental problems. We do a lot of general dentistry in a broad sense. We don't send everything out. Things that we have the ability to do in the office, we like to keep in the office and under one roof and keep things as complication-free as possible. You can come to one place and have all their dental needs taken care of.
Hey everyone, Fletcher and Amy Ellingson here from Live It Up. Join us every week as we answer your questions on health, wealth, and relationships.
We're all about you creating a life that you love, so tune in to Live It Up.
News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCWLIFE channel.
In a world afraid of technology, one man, one show will bring you the newest innovations that may just change your life. This summer, Ray McNeil, and your Weekly Tech Update is your Weekly Tech Update with Ray McNeil.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Yes, it's me. It's my husband. I think there's something the matter with him.
It was a feeling that I'll never forget, like being able to meet them and know that he survived.
Okay, tell me what's happening. Is he conscious?
No, he's not. He's not.
Okay, take a deep breath for me. I'm getting you help.
Rivercom means to me that I still have my husband here with me. They're the ones that guided me through saving his life.
Different birds enjoy different types of foods, so it's important to offer all the right things for the birds you want to attract. Sound complicated? It doesn't have to be. Our Flying Start Combo is an all-in-one feeder that attracts all the birds in your backyard, with seed, suet, nuts, and fruit. Stop by our store to find out how you can get started feeding the birds. Wild Birds Unlimited. We bring people and nature together.
For all the latest news in North Central Washington, go to NCWLIFE.com or find us on Facebook. Got a news tip? Email us at news@NCWLIFE.com or call 888-2020.
And now it's a sports update on the NCW Life channel.
And a happy Wednesday to you. If it seems the Seattle Kraken have played a lot of one-goal games this season, you'd be right. Seattle lost yet another one-goal contest last night in Boston, falling to the Bruins 3-2. After a scoreless first period, Boston jumped out to a 2-0 lead in the second. Kraken finally got things going in the third, only to fall just short.
Wenberg, strong stick from Hall. The score by Donskoy. He finally lights the lamp. First in 44 games, and it's a good one. Lozon feeds Colin Blackwell. Blackwell across the zone. Larson's shot scores. Mason Appleton ties the game with 12.5 to go. McAvoy tosses it to Marchand. Bergeron to Pasternak. He scores! David Pasternak with 2 power play goals, both putting Boston ahead. Bergeron off the back of the goal. McCann tries to steer it front. And the Bruins will go into the All-Star break with a 3-2 win.
It was the 16th game for Seattle that was decided by 1 goal. The Kraken are 5-11 in those contests. Coach Dave Haxtell says they just had to figure out a way to get some offense going.
You know, we played a good hockey game. Second period was really tight. I mean, it was a real tight game all the way throughout. The second period, on the power play goal that they scored, it's key to get your clears. We missed a clear there, and that gave them a second opportunity. Gets the PK a little bit tired and running around, and they found the seam on that one, and we just made a mistake on a puck on the second one. But overall, we played a real sound hockey game. So there was nothing, nothing really said going into the third period. We had to find a way to generate some offense, and it wasn't going to be clean plays or pretty plays. So we had to find a way to get some pucks through the net and find a rebound, find a tip, and we were able to do that.
Chris Streeter was back in goal after being out for a week with COVID. He made 23 saves, but says the last goal will haunt him.
I honestly thought he was passing it back door there. Puck was kind of up on its edge a little bit, so I'm not sure if he was trying to hit, I don't know who was back door there, but they had a guy, so that's kind of what I was thinking. But whenever it hits off your glove and kind of floats back, I'm never really happy with those. Obviously an elite player, but there's a lot of elite players in this league. You got to stop them if you want to be good yourself.
It was the 44th game played this season by Jonas Donskoy for Seattle, and the first time he scored. He says he feels badly that it took so long.
Well, it's a relief. It's been obviously a tough year, and mentally, it's not easy. Nothing's going your way, and we'll be losing a lot of games, and you just want to help the team, and I feel like I haven't been able to do a lot of that this year, so it was nice to get that out of the way, but like you said, another one goal, loss, tight game, but it's frustrating.
Seattle has one more game today in New York against the Islanders before getting a week off for the All-Star break. They actually dropped the puck earlier this afternoon. It's on Root Sports Northwest. Well, the Wenatchee Wild have a midweek affair with Cranbrook tonight. This will be the third meeting of the season between the Wild and Bucks. Wenatchee won the first two meetings a couple of weeks ago by 3-2 margins. The puck drops at the Town Toyota Center at 6. You can hear it locally with our buddy Sean Ziers on 560 KPQ or watch it with a subscription to Hockey TV. On the Les Schwab Prep Boys basketball scoreboard from last night, the Davis used a big second half to overcome a 1-point deficit at halftime behind a career-high 34 points from Dante Bennett-Joe and a 74-59 win over Eastmont. Eamon Monahan led the Wildcats with 21 points. Wenatchee defended its home court with a 67-36 win over Eisenhower last night. Moses Lake, meanwhile, squandered a 15-point halftime lead and fell at home to West Valley 63-62. Blaine McDonald led the Chiefs with 20 points in the loss. Caribou Trail Leg, Omak crushed Cascade, and Chelan edged Ephrata in a non-league affair 77-76. Other action last night, Okanogan topped Lake Roosevelt, Manson beat Oroville, Etiat edged Pateris, and Tenasket took care of Liberty Bell by a final 64-32. On the Les Schwab Prep girls basketball scoreboard, Shayla Allen Gregg scored 24 points and grabbed 13 rebounds. Davis down to Eastmont 63-31 despite a game-high 17 points for Madison Sterling. Wenatchee Panthers fell to Eisenhower at home 58-54. Moses Lake dispatched West Valley 53-29. Other scores, Omak topped Cascade, Chelan edged Ephrata. Continuing with the girls' scores from last night, Lake Roosevelt beat Okanogan. Tenasket topped Liberty Bell. It was Manson over Oroville. Pateris beat Etiat, and Soap Lake crushed Cascade Christian 74-21. There are a few games on the schedule tonight, 3 in fact for the girls, including Cascade at Cashmere. Then coming up at 6, it's Manson at Oroville. Bridgeport is hosting Pateris. On the boys' side, a little busier with 4 games on tap. Pateris plays at Cascade Christian, while Etiat visits Waterville Mansfield. Oroville hosts Manson. The Cashmere and Cascade boys will battle at Rondon Memorial Gymnasium coming up tonight at 7:15. Well, 4th-ranked Louisville had to come from 9 points down in the fourth quarter to beat Miami yesterday. 69-66 was the final. The game saw 13 lead changes, with the Cardinals finally taking the lead for good with 56 seconds remaining. Leading the way for the Cardinals in the game was Kiana Smith with 21 points. Haley Van Lith, by the way, our local Cashmere product, had 9 and certainly helped out in the cause. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom on the NCWLIFE channel. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Eric. And now we're going to check right back in with Eric Granstrom for a look at what's coming up tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Eric?
Thank you much, Grant. Well, I hope you join us on a Thursday edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. The day before the weekend is the day the music died. That's right. Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper passed away on February 3rd, so many years ago. We'll talk about that. We'll celebrate Carrot Cake and get you highlights from the Wenatchee Wild and Cranbrook Bucks. Say that 3 times fast. That's all on a Thursday edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Be sure and join us bright and early, 7 o'clock, right here on the NCWLIFE channel. Grant?
Thank you very much, Eric. And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around north central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-NCWL. That's 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us and have a great night.
Introducing Alpine Airman. Because every home needs a superhero to eliminate poor indoor air quality, send inefficient operating equipment packing, and cut high energy bills down to size. For heating or cooling and equipment replacement, turn to the experts and the superheroes at Carrier and Alpine Air. We offer the best deals on high-efficiency Carrier products, along with friendly, knowledgeable service and incredible savings to fit your budget.
Raising a family may have seemed overwhelming to your parents, but they weren't. Coach, teacher, life guide, caregiver. Family takes care of family. And as the circle of life continues, you now are their caregiver. It may seem overwhelming, but we're here to help you find the support services necessary so you can provide quality care to your elders.
Call Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington at 1-800-572-4459.
News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCW Life channel.
Connect with us on Networked as we introduce you to the people and organizations who are leading innovation in the region. Get inspired, engaged, and networked right here on the NCW Life channel.